You good to go?
I'm ready. Give us your thoughts on the game overall.
We had shots. We didn't make shots. I thought we had a lot of good looks and didn't make them. And then we started to make them. I mean, the same looks that we had in the first half, I think we had in the second half. And in that last 10 minutes, I think gave a glimpse of what this team's capable of doing. Obviously, down a couple players. I thought Yannell Brown was terrific offensively. I think the assist to 4 turnovers is a little misleading just because he made things happen and got us good looks and got us shots and guys didn't knock him down. But everything else, 4 rebounds, 8 for 12 from the floor, 22 points. That's just 4 for 4 from the free throw line. I mean, that's a hell of a game for him. I thought he did a great job with it. So something to build on, something definitely to build on. As we start to continue to understand what we're doing offensively, I think we're going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with, and I think you saw that a little bit in the last 10 minutes.
How do we fight these slow starts? Because that's the second or third game in a row that we just couldn't score for 2, 3, 4 minutes.
I think you take a look at 2 out of the 3 games. One was a cross country trip. The first game, we were down 9-7, should have been 9-9 before. We missed a layup, so I wouldn't consider that a slow start. Maybe, I wasn't at the California game, but traveling across country and a quick turnaround for this. This is a rough week on them, but there's no excuses on that. But I got on them pretty good at halftime. I like the way they responded. We just got to keep building with it. Like I said, down a couple players, and that hurts. But we started to show, I think, what this team's capable of. We started to defend a little bit. That needs to get a whole lot better, but we started to execute offensively, get into the paint, and create and make shots.
Yannell and Delbert obviously made the team scoring tonight. You were really, before the season, you were talking about how you wanted definitely Delbert to run a lot more point, but also, Yannell being your smallest player out there, providing most of your offense. Obviously, tonight you needed that with the struggles that Orlando and Nigel were having. But, your guards, your small guards, scoring like that, obviously that's not something that you want to see too much of. I mean, is that something you're worried about, not seeing them run the point?
Again, just lineup-wise, it made us go a little bit smaller than typical, but I thought we played with great pace, and we want to play faster. And I thought today we played, in that last part, we played fast and got up down the floor, and they didn't guard us very well, to be honest with you. I mean, they didn't guard us, and when we didn't settle, I thought we settled a lot in the first half, where we'd get to the paint, kick it back, and we'd have, we'd settle for that 3 rather than re-driving on the closeout, and that was something we really emphasized, and we started to do it. And I thought, Dell showed a lot of maturity, where he was struggling from the outside, and he started really driving, getting to the free throw line, and I'm not sure what his, but 4 for 4 from the line, but he's got to be better than 1 for 8, and he knows that. But from the 3, I think he rounded out his game a little bit and got to the free throw line, and that's what we're trying to do. But now when we do get to the free throw line, we got to be better than 9 for 17. You lose the game by 8, and you're 9 for 17 from the free throw line, and 17 turnovers. But the part that I was very proud of at half, they had 8 offensive rebounds, ended up with 9. We had 8 offensive rebounds at half, and we ended up with 16. We were down in the rebounding totals, and we ended up out rebounding. So, we're growing. We're still figuring out everything, but I was happy how we finished that game. But there's no more victories.
Now, you could say that the team started slow in the first half and the beginning of the second half, and then picked it up. Because you also, is there anything to the fact that maybe it's just a mindset, like they're down and it's over, so now we can just kind of play all out?
I don't know. I don't have my degree in psychology. I'm going to try to figure that out. We try to put the matchups in there and the people out there to play. Body language is a big thing that we're trying to create, and mental toughness, and it's that never fight, never die, keep fighting. And at times we showed that, and at times we didn't. And that's as a team is continuing to figure out what they're doing and how to play and what we're doing, because this is completely different than anything we've ever run. And it's free. It's I want players to make plays, and they've got to trust that I want players to make plays.
Were you pleased with the physicality tonight, and how much did you miss Nate?
Nate's a guy you throw the ball to in the block and he score. I think that was something that we desperately missed. That's a guy that can score. And, he's close. He's close. I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday or next week at home, but he's close and he's he's 12 a game inside and 60% from the field and gives you some consistency, and he's a guy that can get you a basket, a tough basket when you need one. And I thought sometimes in the first half, it was kind of a shoot and pray, and they made some shots that were, I banked in a three, and Jabari Brown, pulls one at the end of the half with a guy all over. They made some shots that were just, you're just sitting there going, good Lord, come on. So, but like we tell the guys, those are the shots that extend leads. They don't beat you, they extend leads. So when you don't have your defensive assignments down, and then they make those shots, now it goes from a 4-point game to a 7-point game.
Mm-hmm.
So we just gotta continue to learn on that.
And talk a little bit about Willie at the end of the game. You started seeing flashes of what he's capable of.
Got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Willie was, we got to. He's got to stop worrying about officials' fouls. He's got to play through that, and it's no one's picking on him. He's just got to go. He can be a dominant post player at the Division I level. He's got to let himself go and go, and he is. I have the utmost confidence of what he can do and what he's going to do, and he's just got to continue to learn that. He's never been in a position to score. No one's ever put him in a position to score. Now he's being relied on to score a little bit, so that's something he's got to get used to.
Do you think the guards need to do a little bit better job of getting him the ball down low?
No, I think he needs to do a better job of sealing.
Sealing.
We rotated the ball a couple times, and I think, again, he's got to hold that seal on that skip. They were really pinching in from the backside, so we would skip, and he's got to hold that seal and be big. I think we looked a little late at times. There were some turnovers on that, so yeah, but I don't think he was really demanding the ball the way I want him to demand the ball.
Just two more for me. I saw you guys in the Cal game and also tonight, you guys switched to a 2-3 zone just for a moment in the second half in both games. Is that something that you guys been practicing?
I like it. I don't love it yet. I want to love it. I want to continue to sprinkle it in and get comfortable with it. I think it allows Willie to be Willie and stay in front of the rim a little bit and be a rim protector for us. So yeah, it's something we're going to continue to try and mix in and keep teams off balance with it. But we were guarding their actions. We got them out of their stuff again, especially late. In that last 10 minutes, we got them out of what they wanted to do, and so I was pleased with it. I wanted to stay with our aggression, and I thought we started turning the tide. We got some momentum. We were carrying with that, so I wanted to stay in that man a little bit longer.
And also, Damian Wilson, what was he doing?
He's doing some NCAA, what's my word for it?
NCAA reinstatement.
Yeah, reinstatement. So we're hoping to get that back here in the next day or two. So
Okay.
just his knowledgeability situation.
Do you feel having to play two small guards at the same time sometimes limits you on both ends a little bit?
Not really. You take a look at some big programs. Florida plays with two small guards. Penn State made a living on two smaller guards. I came from the MAC in Ohio. They went to the NCAA tournament with two guards that were 5'10". I think it's playing together, and they weren't. I don't think we were outsized tonight. I don't think we got beat up inside with. Dell's a physical guard. He plays bigger than what he is, and we were playing fast, and it kept our pace, and that's what I wanted to really have today.
You good?
I'm good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.